Hello, my crafty friends. Um, Back in April, Packer Dye started. She started a fad, a thing, um, where she was going to do 100 days of collage, and then a lot of other people were doing 100 days of whatever they decided to do. I wasn't sure if I could commit to 100 days, so I kind of took her idea and just decided to commit to filling this little book. This is only the second book I've actually ever completed, so that was a really big commitment for me. And there's a lot of pages in here, but I don't know if there's quite 100. I didn't count them, but I wanted to show you my little book inspired by Packer Dye and her 100 days of collage. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit so you can see better. But I wanted you to be able to see, the size of the book, because once it's zoomed in, it kind of looks bigger. Okay. All right. I want you to be able to see, so hopefully this is going to focus. The front says, all people smile in the same language. And then here's the back. And we'll start here. There are these pages throughout the book that are in the blue. And they have definitions on some of them, and some of them have quotes. And I left those in the book. I didn't do anything to those. But the other pages where you were supposed to write where you went on your trip and the information about, what you did and stuff like that. I don't go on a lot of trips. So I did this instead. I took little trips in my mind. And I'm going to try to make this where you can see the pages. It's kind of poofy, so they're not really flat. But we'll just go ahead and start. I don't want this to be a really long video, so I'm not going to be doing a whole bunch of explaining. I'm just going to show you. Some of them I might read. This one says, autumn is a second spring when every leaf is a flower. Some of them are done with painty papers that I did and with book pages and with stuff out of magazines. So there's just a little bit of everything in here. We are all travelers in the wilderness of this world, and the best we can find in our travels is an honest friend. I didn't put my name in there, but I probably should have. Some days I need chocolate. The worst thing about being a tourist is having other tourists recognize you as a tourist. Russell Baker said that. This one says, there are many things in life that will catch your eye, but only a few will catch your heart. Pursue those. This one says, they that sow in tears shall reap in joy. Psalms 126:5. Though we travel the world over to find the beautiful, we must carry it with us, or we find it not. Ralph Waldo Emerson. There are a lot of different kinds of collage in here. I was just trying out new things. The whole object of travel is not to set foot on foreign land. It is at last to set foot on one's own country as a foreign land. I'm not sure I understand that completely, but G.K. Chesterton said it. I guess if you travel enough, you come home and it seems foreign. I don't know. But I really enjoyed trying these new different kinds of collage. It was a lot of fun. And I thank you, Packer, for giving me the inspiration to go ahead and give it a go. I like the size of this little book, and It's not quite as intimidating, maybe, to work small like this. Even the elephant carries but a small trunk on his journeys. The perfection of traveling is to travel without baggage. Henry David Thoreau. My grandmother believed in that. I can remember when I was a kid, my mom said that all my grandmother needed to travel was a extra pair of underwear and a toothbrush and a new dress and another dress, and that was enough. One dress, underwear, and toothbrush, and she was ready to go. So I don't travel like that. Unfortunately, I try to take everything I think I might need. Mm. But my grandmother traveled a lot. My grandfather preached, traveled around and preached a lot, and then they moved a lot too. So she got the art of doing with what you absolutely had to have and not worrying about the rest. She got into that really well. Hard sometimes they're really glary. A journey is like marriage. The a certain way to be wrong is to think you control it. John Steinbeck. These are out of the Trader Joe's. It says, "How'd you get up there? I've been climbing this maple ladder all morning." Their ads are just so funny. I have found out that there ain't no surer way to find out whether you like people or hate them than to travel with them. Mark Twain. This little page says where I shopped and what I bought, and I just stuck those. That's off of a pattern package. I thought that would kind of go with that. Those are hot, kind of hard to see. They're glary too. All of life is a foreign country. Jack Kerouac. I don't know how if I said that right or not, but it is. You every day's new. It's better to travel hopefully than to arrive. Robert Louis Stevenson. Sometimes it's sometimes I'm not even sure why I put things together like this and this. I don't know. They just look like they belonged. My favorite thing is to go where I've never been. Diane Arbus. This one I actually used fabric. Um, I really like that one. It's different from any of the others. Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow mindedness. Mark Twain. He did say a few good things. The more you know about the world, the more you realize we're really a lot alike. I think this one's one of my favorite ones. It was simple, just four things on there, but I really like it. I have been a stranger in a strange land. Moses from Exodus 2:22. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous runneth into it and is safe. Proverbs 18:10. That just looked like you got into a safe, peaceful place. This background is I was using a piece of acetate for a palette, and when I turned it over, this is what it looked like. So I stuck it in here. If we are always arriving and departing, it is also true that we are eternally anchored. One's destination is never a place, but rather a new way of looking at things. Henry Miller. This one's a little weird. And that's that little book. It was a lot of fun. I got to start a new one now because that's just so much fun. Thank you, Packer Die. I'll put her link below so you can go watch her videos about her 100 days. Bye bye. God bless you.